Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a special pre-Halloween mukbang featuring Wednesday Whopper from Burger King. It's supposed to be a purple burger, so we're going to check that out. But we're also going to be discussing Ghost's world tour that was just announced. And yes, we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of things. So let's get started. So, like I said, we're doing Burger King with the purple Whopper. I've seen a couple of my mukbanger friends do this already, review the burger. They didn't think it was all that great, so we're just gonna check it out and see what happens. Okay, I wanted to show you the wrapper. It's got kind of like a spooky purple black wrapper, which I kind of like. And I just got regular fries. They do have rings, which they just looked like regular onion rings, so I wasn't too excited to try those. But we're gonna open it up for the first time, the purple burger. Oh, it really is purple, guys. Check this out. What? I didn't expect it to be as dark as it is. Let me take it out of the wrapper. I'm trying not to get my papa sleeves dirty. Let's check this out. So it's got still the sesame seeds, black. It's supposed to have Swiss cheese instead of the yellow American cheese. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna do a thumbnail real quick. So, guys, if you haven't heard, Ghost just released a world tour announcement. It's a massive tour, gonna end up all the way down in Mexico from the last that we've heard. And while potentially it's pretty exciting, there's been a lot of chatter about the situation of tickets and just how things have been going down with fans and over these, over the announcement of the tour. So let me just start off by saying, us as Americans have been dealing with for a while the outrageous dynamic pricing and Ticketmaster Live Nation access fees for concert tickets for a really long time. So while we're no stranger to them, we don't like them and we're forced to deal with them. That being said, nobody is forcing a gun to your head to buy these concert tickets for Ghost, myself included. So, but I do recognize this pressure, this feeling of almost FOMO that happens when Ghost announces a tour and you really, really want to go. But then you look at the ticket prices and you're just kind of left with and not to mention, I've noticed this habit with bands. They'll announce a tour one day and then immediately 2 days, 1 day later, tickets are on sale and people are like, wait, we haven't got paid yet. Hold on. And with the demand for certain artists, they sell out like this, so people don't even have a chance, to buy the tickets. Ooh, I see the white cheese. I'm going to go ahead and take a first bite. So here we go. This thing is really messy. Try not to drip. It tastes like a Whopper, which you can't fault a Whopper. I know some people love to hate on Burger King, but it's pretty good. I don't really taste the cheese. Well, there's a little bit of aftertaste that it's not American cheese. The bread doesn't have any special flavoring. It's all just in the color. Pretty decent. I'm not complaining. I like Burger King. So anyways, another point I wanted to make is that if you haven't been able to get tickets yet, if you don't see yourself getting tickets, you're still a valid Ghost fan. It's not about how much money you spend at Ritual. It's not how much stuff you collect. What makes you a fan is just your connection with the band. Just to echo on what my friend Jillian posted this week about that. It can make people feel pretty bad. And I myself was getting a little bit emotional about this whole situation, but I was already preparing that I may not be able to attend. And on the other side of things, I will be the first to admit that I am part of the problem. If we have this issue in America with Live Nation and Ticketmaster and Access, and we buy tickets, we are the problem. I recognize that. And what made me press checkout at, on my phone was that I potentially see this show as my last ritual for a long time if things do not get improved with the whole ticket system. So that's why I ultimately decided to buy the tickets that I selected. I will be at the Houston show next August, which is pretty exciting, the timing of everything. That's another reason why I kind of wanted to do it. The dates are pretty special to me. And it's a good number to end on, the 6th ritual. It's a good amount, I feel. Some people haven't been so lucky, and I feel really grateful for the opportunity to get the option to buy the tickets, to go. So, but with that being said, I was not happy with the way they priced things this time. And it was to be expected just because Ghost is growing and, all these bigger artists are having these pricing systems, Beyonce, Taylor Swift, Shakira. It was just par for the course. I was already kind of preparing for it, but it still doesn't make it any less easy to see. My issue is with some of the ticket pricing, you're going to pay more or pay less and not get enough for the bang for your buck. You're going to pay more for what you would have gotten so much more at a prior ritual, which when I was doing the math, for 2 meet and greet tickets when I met Cardinal Copia during a Pale Tour Named Death, it was a little over $600. But I had premium seats, I had meet and greet, there was a couple of more merch, VIP merch items. I think this time around they're only doing 1 commemorative item, which was like, okay. This thing is dripping, guys. I'm afraid to get it too close to the camera. Wednesday, she is messy. Another interesting thing about this whole world tour is that now our European brothers and sisters are now kind of feeling a price hike. I don't know if it's just the base price of tickets that has been increased for them, or now their ticketing system is starting to have some fees. I'm not too sure. But like we were telling them, I was like, yeah, we've been dealing with this horrible thing for years already. It doesn't make it right, but I kind of felt them like just seeing, after they're used to paying like $50 a ticket and getting like an awesome experience, an awesome spot, and now you're having to pay well over $200 for like a basic ticket. So another interesting thing about the VIP tiers this time around, Ghost is kind of echoing Metallica in the fact that you can have a package purchase for the low price of $1,666 to go to as many shows as you want, barricade not guaranteed. Which I guess it could be worth it if you've got like a really flexible schedule or flexible money when it comes to places to stay. It might be all right, but barrier's not guaranteed, but you're gonna have to be queuing for hours behind the other VIP lines, which I think one package is at least $500 to get you numbered legit barricade spot. And part of me thought, you know what, that's in response to people self-numbering themselves, taking it upon themselves, even though they're not venue staff or part of Ghost's team, writing numbers on people's hands. It's like, no. Or maybe it's in response to people being unfair to each other and cutting in line and just being bullies. But it might have alleviated some of that, but the main thing is, I think it's a cash grab. But a lot of other people have problems with that because then you take out one person going to queue for hours if that's what they want to do, and they have well worth the shot. Like maybe they paid $100 or $78. Now, you put the $500 price tag on that, you knock out a whole section of people. Which, I mean, if you can afford it, cool. I mean, I thought this ritual was going to be the one. I'm going to try to get barrier one last time and then I'm going to quit. But man, I've been seeing prices also for like $750. It's like, no, in what world? With no meet and greet? I don't think so. And I also understand. The prices of things have gone up. Touring, licensing, paying all your crew. But at what cost do you do this to your fans? Like, where's the line drawn in the sand? I mean, if Robert Smith from The Cure could get Ticketmaster to back down and refund his fans the ticketing fees, why can't Ghost do something similar? And you know what? Like I said before, we don't help our case. We still buy the tickets anyway because there's no other option. But there is an option. It's not the fun one. It's the painful one. It's a boycott of these venues, of these artists. You know, I know they have to have some amount of say in these ticketing prices. But, you know, it's just going to take a lot more people like them in power to stand up. Maybe some people don't have a problem with the prices. I haven't heard from those people, but let me know down in the comments your experience thus far in the past. Like, what is going on with you? Are you going to Ritual this time? Please let me know down in the comments. Another interesting about this round of shows is that they're going to be phone free. Like, some people have a problem with this, and I can see some situations where it could be a health issue, or you left your kid at home, you want to check on the kid. But I'm really excited that there's going to be no phones allowed. I've never been to a phone free show before, and it might become like my new favorite thing. I don't know. But a lot of people argue that, you know, this is how Ghost found most of its fans, because people record and upload to YouTube. And I mean, I guess that's a valid point. But Ghost has enough reach, you can see all over TikTok, that new fans will always be found. I don't think hindering clips on your phone that are going to get posted to YouTube is going to be like a bad thing for the band. They are on a fast track for one of the biggest bands in the world. You can't beat a Whopper, guys. I'm sorry. I love Burger King. It's kind of flat now, but... Now, I want to touch on the chapter that was used to release the news of the tour. Totally saw that coming about getting teased about the new leader. He wasn't going to give it up that easy, which kind of brings me to like another problem. I want to know what I'm paying for. Like, I know I've been to Go shows before. I know what kind of show I'm going to get, but I kind of want to know what music's going to be played a little bit. If there was a new single release, like obviously maybe, you know, you would have it played. I want to know. So, I don't know, that's kind of bothered me a little. We're just going to get jerked around for a few more chapters before we get to see who's leading the new tour. And I'm pretty sure the new tour is going to be named after the new album because the name was, you know, taken out. So that'll be interesting. And speaking of the new album, the background music in the chapter, I feel is like a new Ghost track. It's very synthy, which I'm interested to see if that's the direction he's going, kind of more futuristic, especially with the metallic new logo and the art for this tour. because he didn't use Pro Memoria. Like, he always used Pro Memoria for everything, and now we're finally getting a new track, which would be interesting. Another thing to note that people brought up was that the shadow of the new Papa or whoever has like these nails, and they're like, oh, it's a female, it's a woman. It's like, it could be a certain Papa that has nails on his gloves, just saying. That would be fun. So now that I'm going to go to Ritual, I need to plan an outfit. I was wearing this and like a different type of crop top at the last show. I think it was the last show. Yeah. So I got to figure out some other fun little outfit. I've got plenty of time. I'm really excited about this show because got a hotel really close by the venue. I could just walk to the venue. I don't have to worry about driving in a big city. I think it'll be fun. I just want to know who I'm going to see there in Houston. So if you're going to go to the Houston Ritual, let me know. Someone had asked me also, because people have been messaging me throughout the day, like, oh, do you have the code? Or what is your advice on this, on the shows? And they asked me, do you think the prices of tickets will drop closer to the show? Which sometimes that happens for concerts. And I said, probably not, and probably not for Houston, because I was really wanting to see Casey Musgraves at that particular venue, and I was watching daily and up until the night of, and I didn't see a price drop. If anything, it got worse with the resellers. And I saw something somewhere that said the VIP packages won't be able to be resold, so that's a good thing. I'm thinking from the scalpers. I feel like I'm still in like a Doom mindset vibe when it comes to thinking about Ritual, because I think the initial shock and hearing about my friends' experiences with their ticket purchasing experiences stuff, it kind of just sits with you for a little bit. Like, eventually it'll clear up. It's just like, man, like, why'd you have to do that to us, Tobias? You're putting us out on the street. I mean, again, nobody's forcing me to buy a ticket, right? But it's just like, things could be done better, right? I don't know. I am excited because, like I said, it's a special time. If it is going to be my last Ritual, I'm happy it'll be this one. I'm pretty sure it won't be the final Ritual, but for a while at least, because it was a lot of money. And it just didn't seem that justifiable, but I wanted to be there, and so I paid the price. I love the char-grilled like meat taste that they advertise and how they make their burgers. So good. Should I attempt the last bite this size? I think I can. I don't know. We'll try it right now. Ooh. Oh yeah. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10, guys, just because there wasn't a real taste to the Swiss cheese. I know maybe it's kind of like a milder cheese, but still. But it was still good. I love Burger King. They got great deals sometimes. And the fries are pretty good too. So yeah, guys, those have been my thoughts about Ghost's World Tour, how I feel about the ticket prices and my experiences. Let me know down in the comments if you're going to be attending Ritual. What are your thoughts about this whole monopoly system that we have going on in the US? Is there a solution? Who's on the up and up with the laws and stuff? So let me know down below. Let me know if I'm going to see you in Houston, and I will see y'all next time.